is Ecko Media, connecting voices. Ecko Media, connecting voices. This is Ecko Media, connecting voices. Ecko Media, connecting voices. This is Ecko Media.
Responding to these complaints, the managing director of Guma Valley Water Company, Naiwan Kalon, says Guma Valley has the responsibility to provide safe and clean water for people living in Freetown. Kalon also says Guma Valley is working assiduously to reduce water challenges in the capital, Freetown. The managing director was speaking during the government weekly press conference on Tuesday, April 7, 2026 in Freetown.
Now we're responsible for make sure we provide safe and sustainable water supply for Freetown and the environment. We all know during the dry season, water business can be challenging, and that not only for the public, but even for the dam. Because during the rainy season, the dam can overflow and we can draw as much as we want. But during the rains, we can try to manage that to make sure we get water for supply to the public throughout the year. We also make sure we provide water to people that no matter which your condition. So what we do, we don't create a whole department what we call community service department. Now less than 3 months ago, that community service department, which is their primary responsibility. We don't install that before this time, but it happen as a unit. So we don't install a total of more than 366 10,000 liter tanks right across Freetown. They will get water bowser, then when they go to them people, then they pump water, and then bowser, then the people they go pay small money, where difficult for let people then pay and take that water.
He spoke about the revenue loss faced by the institution. Something is said is driven from people reluctant to pay water rates. According to the managing director, during the drying season, people go out for more water than the raining season, adding that if someone has a private bouncer, they are allowed to get water from the hydro.
They request some people can go pay for like 10, 15, 20 bowsers. So we tell them, say, no, if you're in a business person, we give priority to the public. So what can happen? Some of them business people then can even go ahead and buy the new bowser. But guess what? When they look at the cost of running of the young bowser, they prefer come back to we. So what can happen normally? When the pressure don't dey up and the people then want more, some people can come now and decide for using private bowser. And we want make water available to everybody. So anybody where you get something for do, for let you ease that burden on we and the public, we they support you. So we can tell people then if you get your private bowser you want can take, which you can't take from the hydrant, you pay a fee. And that's okay. We Guma Valley Water, we own a very cheap one.
Ecko Media visited Captown community to find out what the water situation is like for them during the drying season.
Pump now, not every day that they give me water.
The tap does not open every day, and the speed of the water sometimes can be slow. There are days the tap closes very early.
One in, one out. That's so they give water. The pump in there runs better when I dry season. So they can cut off the only when they get water.
That's the one already.
Sometimes the well water can serve as an alternative, but it is not drinkable.
They go to pump, they go get, they cut the pipe.
The cutting of water pipes makes the water business more challenging.
Papas will go up there, we go make alala, they will fix them back.
The water well is far from our community.
Actually, if you pump up, our organ are well.
Captain community is among many communities that struggle to get clean and safe drinking water. Children and lactating mothers often struggle to get a bucket of clean water a day. This situation continues to add to the many challenges citizens face in the capital and beyond. For Ecko Media Newspeak, Mary Bilkish Dumbia reports.
Sierra Leone's main opposition, All People's Congress, has officially announced date for its constituency lower-level elections across the country. According to a press statement issued by the party's Secretary General Lansana Doumbouya on Monday, April 13, 2026, the election is scheduled for Saturday, 16th May 2026. In the letter, the party strongly advised that applications should be properly completed and submitted on or before April 30, 2026. This deadline, according to the party, is important to allow adequate time for processing applications, enable timely publication of the list of contestants, and ensure proper submission and circulation of candidate lists to all relevant electoral bodies. The party emphasizes that the entire electoral process must be conducted in a manner that guarantees transparency, fairness, credibility, and equal opportunity is assured for all aspirants. The party, however, advised all members and participants to conduct themselves in a peaceful, respectful, and disciplined manner in line with the values and traditions of the party. Let us approach these elections in a spirit of unity, camaraderie, and democratic participation and work together to ensure a smooth, credible, and successful process, the release stated. For Ecko Media, Suleiman Jallo.
It was a joyous moment at the Kenema municipality as the ministry donated these important medical equipment. The mayor of Kenema district, Thomas Karimu Bayo, making a statement during the commissioning ceremony, he hailed doctors in the district. He acknowledged the good work of the current doctors assigned at the Kenema Government Hospital while assuring everyone that they will monitor those machines carefully.
And then facilities we don't come for we are glory in this district. If you come here, ordinary endoscopy, you go do $1,500, $2,000. You go do CT scan, $3,000. At least if you didn't have to do more, we can pay small money now. I think for me, we will say glory to God and take the government 20 It not surprise you at all. There was a day president came at this hospital and make few utterances. It's in Kenema. I know they only make una road, but we make una be attracted to the hospital. And we'll see in the recent years what things don't happen at this hospital. But doctor will not like you. Whatever will give you want more than Kenema. Kenema and a referral hospital. We nurses there, we don't know where they can work, they get big code. We don't forget that. We want much at the hospital. But I want to tell you, anytime when I send doctors in Naya, they prove them beyond reasonable doubt.
The resident minister of the Eastern Province, Beshe Jusu Gobert, thanked the ministry and the government for their intervention.
Mr. Minister, I want to thank you for this kind initiative. The ministry and the government don't do for the people of Kenema, and as extend the whole Eastern Province. You know, me sometimes I not give them much for say when are they praise for government, when are they praise for the excellency the president. Because me there I represent the government at this part of the country, I represent the president. So any good things or good talk about government and president, now just thank you and then why I wanted to get that appreciation.
The Deputy Minister of Basic Education, Mamusu Kone, In her speech, thanked the Minister of Health for the invitation, saying she was born at the Kenema Government Hospital. She said Kenema is a reputable place for good health care and that Kenema can now be a hub that will service other districts and other regions.
When the Ministry of Health reached out to basic education, where I see the invitation for Camp Kenema, and clap my hand first with joy, because there not be no say myself na this hospital here so they mourn me. Now this hospital are born, and the guy who been delivered the mama then by the late Dr. Ishmael Peters. So it don't say where Kenema na reputable place for good health care. But wetin we dey about for witness today, wetin we dey hand over today, wetin the Ministry of Health can hand over today to una, na im dem call possibilities. We call them possibilities because in the place of Kenema, it can now become the hub where they serve other districts and other regions.
The Minister of Health, Dr. Austin Demby, emphasized the importance of the CT scan machines and how it can improve the sector in that part of the country.
We don't get 15 dialysis machines we don't reach out. So they make sure we'll bring some can Kenema as well, so I get diagnostic capability. So we'll continue to grow the system here. I know the Lassa fever program there, that's how I begin in 1980 or so. We'll make sure that we grow down even more, there'll be stronger a reference facility for the whole sub-region. Again, Kenema to be central. Well, I'm not jealous Kono, yeah? Because Kono now, they get state-of-the-art, and the state-of-the-art, not so just the equipment, now how then they treat people then. How then they manage people. How many people then they come on all sides, they go Kono. What do we want now for let Kenema self attain that status and even exceed Kono status with all money can Kenema.
For Ecko Media Newspeak, Patricia Elizabeth Jitabao reports.
Benin Republic has on Sunday, the 13th April 2026, held its presidential election. Nearly 8 million voters casted the ballot to choose a successor to Patrice Talon, who is stepping down after 2 5-year terms. Still on elections, Djibouti's veteran leader, Ismail Umar Goulet, has won the country's presidential election with 97.8% of the vote, according to official results on Saturday. Goulet won his 6th term at the Hem, beating his sole opponent, Mohamed Farah Samatar, a little-known figure by the general public, who secured just 2.2% of the vote cast, according to Interior Ministry figures. Over to tourism. Rwanda joins Tanzania, Seychelles, Gambia, Kenya, Ghana, Nigeria, South Africa, and other African countries to push for the use of AU passports across Africa. These countries are at the forefront of a growing shift in African tourism as the African Union advances its vision for one African passport. Marathon negotiations between the United States and Iran in the Pakistani capital ended early Sunday without a breakthrough. Both sides failed to bridge deep differences over nuclear issues, the Strait of Hormuz, and sanctions relief, officials said. The talks hosted by Pakistan lasted about 21 hours from Saturday to early Sunday. Shortly after their conclusion, Iranian Foreign Ministry spokesman Ismail Baghai said on social media that discussions covered key issues including the Strait of Hormuz, nuclear matters, war reparations, sanctions removal, and an end to the war against Iran and the region. He said Iranian negotiators used all their capabilities to defend the country's rights and interests, adding that the two sides exchanged substantial information and text. However, U.S. Vice President J.D. Vance said in a news conference in Islamabad on Sunday morning that no consensus had been reached and that the U.S. delegation will return home. For Ecko Media Newspeak, Melissa Fortune.
This is Ecko Media. connecting voices. Ecko Media, connecting voices. This is Ecko Media, connecting voices. Ecko Media, connecting voices.